Peace and blessings, everyone. It's Coach Ed here with another Coach Ed's game strategy. I'm going to be focusing on week two opponent, the Arizona Cardinals, for the New York Football Giants. What I did is I went in and I took a look at some of the plays and I pulled some of the defensive concepts that Arizona presented during their first series against Washington and a one running play. But I wanted to focus on the defensive coverage and their pass rushing because that it seems to be one of the biggest issues in terms of the New York Giants. Rushing, I do think that the Giants will be fairly successful as long as they stay focused and they don't get behind the eight ball like they did with Dallas. So we'll dive into that and take a look at these plays. But before I do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification so you know when you get new content. And everyone, make sure you continue to share and put this into social media and also like the channel, the episode, because it helps the program grow. This episode is actually brought to you by Stitch by a Trini for good handmade quality wear. Check out Stitch for a Trini. You can check her out on Instagram. Now, when I pull up Arizona, and we're going to go ahead and take a look here at Arizona and what they bring to the table. Now, Arizona started out here. They started out with a too high with this safety right down. But what ended up happening is they rolled him down because Washington went with all short pattern concepts. So everyone was pretty much in their zone responsibilities. You're going to see flat concept. Corner was going deep, but he had to stay because everyone was short, and you come up and you make a play. I'll bring that back up again so you can take a look at it. Okay, so we're motioning the running back to the strong side, which is the offense's left. They're going to go three with two to the opposite side, and they're going to basically they're in a cover three. So the cornerback is supposed to play the deep third. Safety is rolling into the middle. The other cornerback is playing the deep third. You can almost tell that by their depth and how this safety is coming into the flat area. On the snap, he's going to attack the flat area. So he's right there with the tight end, running safety, receiver did a hook. So the deep third cornerback really didn't have to go deep, and he was right. They were right there to make a play. So we'll take a look at that again, just so you guys can see it. There's the motion. Safety's coming down. He shoots to the flat. Receiver was going, but he stopped. So he and the linebacker make the tackle right there. So, but the bottom line is they're playing a zone concept, and their pressure wasn't as explosive as it was the rest of the game here. Now here, pretty much what they're going to do is they're going to drop the edge rusher and bring the safety into a blitz. So the offensive line compressed the rush, and they held it up pretty well. And quarterback just has to get the ball to the open receiver. Here's the blitz. You see the edge dropping. Offensive line compressed everything. So there's the play right over the middle. Play just has to be made by the receiver coming over the middle. Now, in a situation like that, I actually was figuring if that's Darren Waller, that's who's going to have to make that play right there in a situation like that because the opening is right there. So that's one opportunity for the offense. Here, they look like they're what I call an umbrella coverage where they can drop five, but it's actually a quarters. All right, because you see how deep all the receivers get. And with the proper amount of time, you'll see this from the end zone view. With the proper amount of time, the quarterback will have plenty of time to make the play. So they motion across, so it's going to be a 2-by-2 play action. They're bringing five. Arizona, as you see, is bringing five. One, two, three. And then this guy was coming, but now he went into coverage, and this is four. So initially it was four, but because the tight end went out, that rusher went with him. So there it is. He has time, good pocket, comes to the open receiver after going left to right. So that's some opportunities that the Giants can take advantage of in the passing game. Here they're motioning into a 3-by-1 with the tight end right there. And then Arizona looks like they're in a quarters because, as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, playing deep. So they're giving the quarters look. They're bringing a blitz. Now, this is something that I feel the Giants should be able to take advantage of. Don't look at what happened on this play. But what you can see initially is they had 2 by 2 on the blocks. So if the ball is there to the receiver quickly, we're going to see it a little bit better from this angle. If the ball is to the receiver quickly, he only has the safety to beat. Now, when we take a look right here, we have two guys, 1, 2 on 1, 2. All right. This receiver has to get on this edge, on this outside shoulder, or completely wash him towards the sideline because the tight end is going to go ahead and get the cornerback who's right there. So that just leaves a safety. Now, in a situation like this, I would say, if I was a runner, would I want to try here or would I go here? Unfortunately, with the block, he had no choice. But if we can secure the block and give that receiver that alley, there is a way to make a big explosive play. Now, here, what you see, Arizona is coming with 7. They're coming with 7. So when they do that, you have to get the ball out quickly. Now, imagine if that's Saquon Barkley there. That's who I would expect to get the ball in his hands and then make a play. Here, they motion the running back in. And then they have, I'm sorry, this was a wing player. So maybe that's a slot player, a Shepard or a Campbell, or even a Hyatt. They have to make that player miss, but then you have great opportunities to make the play. Now, here is a simple run play. They initially had 3 guys over here motion this guy across to see what the defense is going to do. And then they attack in the run game, basic outside stretch zone type of concept. But when we get to the end zone view, you'll see exactly what I'm referring to, because this is a type of play in the run game that New York can take advantage of, especially with their front line to keep their linebackers clean. So when we go to the end zone view, we're going to watch the left guard. Watch exactly what he does on this play. Also, watch this 3 tech and watch exactly what he does. But his play helps keep the linebacker clean. But now, on this, when they motion the man across, they get set, and then on the snap, he slips inside. But now this guard is starting to slip. Now you would think the center would be able to overtake him, but he just gets so much penetration, and the guard is not able to get to the linebacker, that the linebacker is able to get in on the play. And that's just some of the things that I think New York can do in the run game, is we can control their offensive line. And if we are able to do that, we should have some great success. And then in the pass game, we definitely have to step up in the pass game, make sure we give Daniel Jones enough protection so he can connect with the receivers, because there will be openings downfield. So I hope you guys really like this. If you have the opportune time, go ahead, pull up the game, take a look, and you'll see a lot of the same thing that I was talking about in the game. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I would really love to hear what you guys think about this game and some of the opportunities there for the New York Giants. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate your time and your support. And always remember, make sure you turn it on and turn it up. Peace.